It's wild how sometimes the very things we fear the most end up finding their way into our lives. You're scared of being alone, and somehow you keep ending up in relationships that make you feel exactly that. You're terrified of failing, and that fear makes you hesitate so much that you never even give yourself the chance to succeed. You're afraid people will judge you, so you play small, hold back, and then feel unseen, just like you feared. That's the thing about fear. It's powerful. Whatever you focus on, you attract. Not because of some magic or luck, but because fear shapes how you think, how you act, and what you allow yourself to believe you deserve. When you're scared of something, you give it energy, you think about it all the time. You imagine it happening, you prepare for it, you talk about it, and without even realizing it, you start living in a way that almost invites it in. Fear becomes a magnet, not because it's destiny, but because you start building your world around it. Think about it. If you constantly tell yourself, I don't want to fail, your brain doesn't hear the don't, it just hears fail. And everything you do, or don't do, starts revolving around avoiding that failure. You play safe, you procrastinate, you settle, and in the end, that fear of failing leads you right into the thing you were trying to avoid all along. It's like when you're driving and there's something in the road and you keep staring at it thinking, don't hit it, don't hit it. And what happens? You drift right toward it. That's fear in action. Whatever you focus on, you move toward. So how do you stop attracting what you fear? You shift your focus. Instead of running from what you don't want, start moving toward what you do want. Instead of saying, I don't want to fail, say, I want to grow. Instead of thinking, I don't want to be lonely, say, I want to attract deep, genuine connections. Your words, your thoughts, your focus, they set your direction. You attract what you're emotionally tuned into. If your energy is always rooted in fear, scarcity, or doubt, that's the vibration you send out, and life tends to mirror it back. But when your energy shifts to hope, confidence, and gratitude, you start noticing better things showing up. Not because the world magically changed, but because you did. And look, this isn't about pretending your fears don't exist. Everyone's afraid of something. Fear is part of being human. The goal isn't to get rid of it. It's to stop letting it run the show. When fear comes up, acknowledge it. Say, I see you, but I'm not letting you drive today. Because the moment you stop fighting fear and start facing it, it loses its power over you. You can't attract peace if all your thoughts are rooted in worry. You can't attract love if all you focus on is heartbreak. You can't attract success if all you think about is failure. Whatever you think about most becomes the lens through which you see the world. So choose your lens carefully. And yeah, it takes work. It takes mindfulness. It takes catching yourself when your mind starts spinning worst-case scenarios and asking, wait, what if it actually works out? Because the truth is, your brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. If you keep picturing fear, your body feels like it's already happening. But if you start imagining joy, success, peace, your body starts believing that too. So instead of feeding fear, start feeding faith. Focus on what you want to attract, not what you're afraid of losing. Every time your mind starts drifting toward fear, redirect it. It's like training a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. And here's the wild part. Once you stop letting fear control you, you start realizing how much power you actually have. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of life and start realizing you're a co-creator of it. You don't have to chase things out of fear. You can attract them out of confidence. So maybe it's time to let go of those thoughts that keep you stuck. The fear of not being good enough, the fear of being rejected, the fear of failing. All those fears you keep rehearsing in your head are not predictions. They're distractions. They're keeping you from showing up for the life that's waiting for you. The next time you feel fear creeping in, pause and ask yourself, what if the opposite happened? What if it actually worked out? What if people actually love me for who I am? What if this risk leads to something beautiful? Because the truth is, what you focus on expands. So why not focus on what you want instead of what you're scared of? You attract what you believe you deserve. You attract what you dwell on. You attract what you prepare yourself for. So if you want good things, start thinking good things. If you want peace, start feeling peace. If you want love, start being love. Your life will always rise or fall to the level of your thoughts. So stop feeding your fears. Start feeding your faith. Because the moment you do, everything around you starts to change.